Hey, good evening. We're going to talk about our parallel lines and transversals. And our big objective for this video and for today's lesson was to work backwards and prove that two lines are parallel given some angle pair measures. Now let's just warm up by identifying and classifying some angle pairs. Look at 1 and 2 and see if you can classify those. So pause the video, classify them, and unpause to check your work. Okay, so Problem 1, these angle pairs are consecutive or same side exterior angles. So if they're consecutive exterior, consecutive angles are the ones that add to 180. Those are the supplementary. I could take 180 minus 85 and get, sorry, not 85, 82, and I would get 98 degrees. And 2, these are corresponding, which means they're in the same spot in their group of 4. And if they're corresponding, they must be the same measure, so that should be 143 degrees. Okay, let's get into the bulk of the lesson now. Working backwards to prove that lines are parallel. I'm going to look at these angle pairs, and what I want to know is, do they follow the rules that we've set for our angle pairs? And if they do follow those rules, then I'm good to go, and I have parallel lines. If they don't follow the rules, then I do not have parallel lines. So our first pair, they're inside the two parallel lines. They're on the same side of the transversal. So these are consecutive or same side interior. And if they're consecutive interior, they should be supplementary. They should add up to 180 degrees. And these don't do that. They're the same measure. So since these do not follow my rule, the lines are not parallel. All right, number 4 here, I've got 109 and 109, and it looks like they are inside again. So these are interior. And they're on opposite sides of that transversal, so these are alternate interior. And since they're alternate interior, they should be the same measure. And they are. They follow our rules. So these lines, those two lines, are in fact parallel because my angle pairs follow the rule. Now I'm going to look at number 5, and then I'll give you the last 3 to try on your own. So number 5, I have consecutive or same side exterior angles. They're outside the parallel lines. They're on the same side of this transversal. Those are consecutive exterior. And my consecutive angles, whether they're consecutive exterior or consecutive interior, should add up to 180. And this is 90 and 90. And since they do add up to 180, that means that they follow my rule. And these lines are parallel. So why don't you pause the video, try these last 3, and then unpause the video and check your work. Okay, problem 6. I've got corresponding angles. And if they're corresponding, they should be the same number. I should have the same or congruent angles. These are not, so these are not parallel. They don't follow the rule. Here I have alternate exterior angles. They should be, because they are alternate, they should be the same number, and they are, which means that should be parallel lines because it follows the rule. And last but not least, I have corresponding angles again. And if they're corresponding, they should be the same number, which they are. So those are parallel. That's our big idea for today, working backwards to prove that two lines are parallel. If my angle pairs follow the rules, they're parallel. If the angle pairs do not follow the rules, those lines are not parallel. Please send me an email with whatever questions you have, or you can join office hours after school. Otherwise, I will see you in class. Thank you, guys.